Guys, it is Tuesday, meaning it's time now for our weekly hot jobs report brought to you by Workforce Solutions of the Coastal Bend. Starting in Alice tonight, they're looking for a title route service representative. You'll be delivering, servicing and managing accounts, receiving services. Pay is between $16 to $18 an hour. Over in Corpus Christi, they're looking for a heavy equipment operator. Applicants must have 3 years experience at TWIC and an NCCER certification. Pay is at $32 an hour. Also in Corpus Christi, they're looking for a civil carpenter. Pay there listed at $29 an hour. In Corpus Christi, they're looking for an HVAC technician. Applicants must have 2 years experience and an EPA HVAC certification. Pay is between $18 to $21 an hour. Finally, over in Ingleside, they're looking for an electrician. Applicants must have 2 years experience and a high school diploma or GED. Your salary will depend on your experience there. So to learn more about these jobs and several others, contact Workforce Solutions of the Coastal Bend. We'll, of course, also have this report on our website.